So, folks, I'm back again. As you know, my name is Michael Randolph, and I'm with the West Tampa Community Development Corporation. What you might not know is there are a lot of activities going on in the West Tampa community. One of those things is the West Tampa CAC, which is overseen by the West Tampa CRA. I got two guests here today to introduce to the community, because I know a lot of you don't get to go to community meetings, so I'm bringing them to you for you to see what's going on in West Tampa. So, hey Sue, can you talk a little bit of information about what the CAC is and what the CRA is?
Sure. Thank you, Michael. Hello, everyone. My name is Jesus Nino. I'm the West Tampa and Drew Park Urban Development Manager for the city's West Tampa Community Redevelopment Area. Our redevelopment area for West Tampa was created mostly because of the distressed communities in that area. Michael Randolph is absolutely right as far as the concept that he has on how to revitalize that area. We do our part mostly with the physical improvements in West Tampa, for instance, doing infrastructure, parks, roadways, helping business owners improve the structure of their building. Then Michael steps in and we partner up with him to kind of deal more with the social and other economic issues out there. But our main purpose is to go out there and help eliminate slum and blight through what we do and through partnerships. Other than that, we're kind of happy to partner up with Michael's wonderful organization. And I want to introduce you to Andrea Roshhaven. She's kind of my partner out here in these efforts. We can't do it alone. So I'm going to hand it over to Andrea to introduce herself.
Hello, my name is Andrea Rosshaven. I am an economic development specialist working with the West Tampa CRA in the City of Tampa Community Redevelopment Department. And I work with Jesus on implementing programs and projects and assisting the community.
One of the things I would want to say to the audience here is that if you ever have any questions or want to be a part of the team for subcommittees out in the West Tampa area, give me a call. My number here is 813-274-7427. We do have a very active West Tampa Community Advisory Committee that helps us, formulate strategies how to improve the West Tampa area. And actually, one of the seats on that advisory committee is the West Tampa CDC. Michael Randolph is the executive director, but his organization has appointed Mr. Joseph Robinson to be that representative on our CAC. I encourage the community to come out and participate in these advisory committees so we can have your input to help transform that community better. Excellent. Our next meeting is January 24th at 5:30 over at the Hillsborough Education Foundation, and you're all welcome to attend.
Now, in fact, Jesus, people can even attend by virtual.
Correct.
And I'll be sending out the next meeting when I get the link to everybody in West Tampa, because, Jesus, the bottom line is that we need more community people to participate in deciding what the future is of the neighborhood.
Amen.
There are people there that deciding for you what the community should look like, but you should be at that particular table. So, Jesus, can you, or Andrew, either of you, can you go over what are some of the programs that's available in West Tampa by way of the CAC, CRA?
Yes, as far as some of the grant programs we currently have in existence that we hope that you come and take advantage of, and we hope that locals take advantage of it, especially since we do want dollars circulating locally and not leaving the community. So if you want to start a business in West Tampa and you need assistance, we can help you out. So can Michael, especially, was his part. But currently we have a few grants. One is a business enhancement grant that helps you kind of improves outside of your business. That's up to $10,000. Then we have a facade grant up to $50,000 to help improve outside of a building. Then if you're looking for space and identify a building that's vacant and you want to do a restaurant, you can work with Michael Randolph to kind of get that access to capital. And once you do that, come to us and we can give you a restaurant and food services grant up to $75,000 to help improve the interior of a existing building. Or if you just want to improve the inside of a building just for office space or something, we have a vanilla shell grant that helps you do improvements up to $75,000. Then if you're a resident, a homeowner that lives in West Tampa currently, We have a residential exterior grant of up to $25,000 that'll help you to do roof repairs, roof replacement, exterior windows, doors, siding, painting, and much, much more. So we have many grants. So give me a call and we can kind of hook you up with those grants to help you make improvements. And again, I hope that it's local individuals that are taking advantage of these grants because we need those dollars and those legacy residents to stay in West Tampa.
Hey, see, what if a neighborhood group wanted to do a festival or something like that? Is there money available for them?
We have a small grant of up to 5,000 for a special event, a co-sponsorship grant for a special event. You can come to us. It's a reimbursable grant, so you would have to kind of come up with the capital first, and that's where we hopefully a local financial institution can help you obtain that capital. Then we reimburse you up to 5,000 to put together an event. Then we also have a special projects grant up to $10,000. So if you want to do, I couldn't give you an example, maybe a community garden or something on public land, you can come apply for a special projects grant of up to 10,000 to do that. You would have to be very creative, but understand that any project that we undertake has to be in accordance with state statutes for redevelopment areas and our community redevelopment plan. But yeah, contact me and we can talk.
Now, I want to emphasize what AC was saying. These are reimbursable. That means if you get this award, you have to pay money and you will be reimbursed. Contrary to popular belief, when I talk to people in the community and they think they're getting a grant that's going to come directly to them, it's not that way. It's reimbursable. That means you have to have cash in your bank account or partner with a physical agency in order to get those particular money. So that's I want to emphasize that they are reimbursable.
Michael's correct, and that's where partners like financial institutions play a big part. You know, if institutions like Salinas House that are CDFIs, community development financial institutions, those that kind of put up that capital up front, and then we can kind of supply the grant once the work is done. But we do work with homeowners, for instance, with the residential exterior improvement grant for homeowners. If they get the appropriate contractor, we can pay that contractor directly instead of the homeowner trying to figure out how to come up with the money. So we can pay directly to a contractor, and that kind of eliminates some of that issue was coming up with financial, with the capital for that particular grant. Same thing with some of the business grants. We can pay directly to the contractor.
Hey, Sue.
Yes, sir.
You've been in West Tampa for a minute. Give us a perspective on what do you think about the people and residents in West Tampa? Because you work with so many groups and agencies and individuals. Give us your perspective.
West Tampa is a wonderful community. It's a passionate community. It's a community that really, really cares, especially the old West Tampa neighborhoods. All the neighborhoods there, they really care. They participate in all our committees. And I've never, in my entire career in other areas, had the level of participation that I have had in West Tampa. They just come out in droves. Any development that's happening, they pay attention. And that makes me so proud that I'm working for a community that really, really cares about the current conditions and the future for future generations. They come out, and I'm just very impressed with West Tampa and proud to be working in West Tampa.
Andrea, let's jump in. Anything you want to add to that?
Well, I'm a Tampa native, and it is a pleasure for me to see a community come together to make improvements, to capture their cultural heritage, and to pass it on to the next generation. And so that's really fulfilling for me to be able to support that in the West Tampa community.
Man, we have gotten a lot of information that's going to be so useful to the folks in West Tampa. So even if you don't attend meeting, because you're part of my list of guests in West Tampa, you get an opportunity to what's going on in West Tampa. But look, I can't overemphasize this. If we're going to do this right, people in the community, you have to start serving on these committees so that the city and those folks with the money can understand what you want. and not what somebody that might not have your best interest want. You need to be on there representing your neighborhood. So look, I want to give a shout out to the both of you before we get out of here. The two of you makes a difference in West Tampa. And like Jesus, I work in neighborhoods throughout the country. In West Tampa, I've never met a neighborhood like West Tampa where these folks do not play. Don't come in that West Tampa community playing. Because you better understand you got the gatekeepers like Joe Robinson, who's with the West Tampa CDC. He's the vice chairperson of that. He's also the vice chairperson for the CAC. So I want to thank the both of you for taking part in this conversation. And then we can go into our conversation related to the CDC and what we think that the CAC and the CRA can do for us. So I want to thank both of you again. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.